when Taylor Swift unexpectedly experienced a panic attack 45 minutes prior to the Kansas City Chiefs' season-ending playoff match. In addition to shocking his teammates and coaches, Travis Kelce's next move would expose the depth of their bond in a way that would permanently alter their relationship. October 23, 2024, 7:15 p.m. As 70,000 fans crowded the stands at Arrowhead Stadium for the Kansas City Chiefs vs. Buffalo Bills AFC Divisional Playoff game, the atmosphere was electrifying. This game wasn't your typical one. It was this match that would decide. Perhaps the Chiefs would go one step closer to another Super Bowl appearance by making it to the AFC Championship. Wearing her custom Chief jacket, which had become her hallmark look at games, Taylor Swift sat with Brittany Mahomes, Donna Kelce, and numerous other family members in the visiting family section. Even though she had attended many of Travis's games before now, playoff games seemed distinct. Compared to the regular season, every play was more important, the strain was greater, and the stakes were higher. However, there was a problem. Totally incorrect. Throughout the week, Taylor had been feeling unwell. Their relationship's ongoing public attention had become more intense as the playoffs drew near. Her response to each play seems to be the subject of every camera. Every choice of clothing was examined. All of the expressions were taken from screenshots and made into memes. She was beginning to crumble under the weight of being Travis Kelce's highly visible girlfriend during the crucial games of his season in ways she hadn't expected. Taylor's chest tightened as she sat in the box, watching Travis warm up on the field below. She started breathing quickly and shallowly. She clutched the railing of the room as her hands began to shake. "You okay, honey?" Donna Kelce observed. Her maternal instincts kicked in as soon as she noticed Taylor's face turning pale. "I can't breathe properly," Taylor said in a tremulous murmur. "So many people are observing me. What happens if I respond incorrectly? What happens if Travis doesn't play well? And I'm held responsible by everyone for being a distraction?" Seeing the warning flags, Brittany Mahomes took a step closer. "You're having a panic attack, Taylor. Let's take you to a more peaceful location." However, as they began to make their way to the rear of the room, Taylor's legs felt like they were about to fail. "This is impossible," she exclaimed. "All these cameras, all these people. I simply cannot bear it without Travis by my side." At that point, Donna Kelce made a choice that would alter the course of history. She stated firmly that we must get Travis. Now, however, the game. Brittany began to object. Donna responded, "The game hasn't started yet," as she took out her phone to make a call to the field. "My son must understand that his girlfriend is in need of him." Everyone in that stadium, even the coaching staff, was taken aback by what transpired next. When Travis Kelce's phone rang with an urgent text from his mother, he was in the middle of his pregame routine, which he had followed for every significant game in his career. "Now Taylor needs you. Suite-level emergency." Travis dropped everything and ran without hesitation. He didn't pause to give his teammates an explanation. He didn't seek Coach Andy Reid for permission. Still in full uniform, his cleats resonating loudly on the concrete floors, he simply rushed toward the elevator that would take him to the suite level. Upon entering the family suite, he discovered Brittany and his partner, Taylor, seated in a chair in the corner, and moms on either side of her, attempting to assist her in breathing control. He had never been tackled as hard as he was when he saw her in distress, pallid and trembling. Travis lowered himself to his knees in front of her chair and took her hands in his, saying, Hey, look at me. Now I'm here. You're secure." Between breaths, Taylor managed to mutter, "Travis, you should be getting ready. This is the most crucial game, and I'm destroying it." Travis responded firmly, in a soft but stern voice, "Stop right there. My top priority is always you. This season, this game, if you're not okay, it doesn't matter." However, nobody anticipated what he would do next. Travis turned to face the security officer standing close to the room. "Right now, please switch off all cameras that have a view of this suite. It's private." Then he summoned the field below. "I need the team doctor up here right now, coach. There is an urgent situation." "What are you doing, Travis?" Taylor asked, her dread mingled with bewilderment. He continued to hold her hands while responding, "I'm taking care of you the way you deserve to be taken care of." In a matter of minutes, the Chiefs' chief physician, Dr. Rick Burkholder, entered the apartment carrying a small medical bag. After years of working with Dr. Burkholder, Travis had entire faith in him. "Doc, she's having a panic attack," Travis said, briefly explained. "What's the best way to help her?" Immediately assuming a more professional stance, Dr. Burkholder knelt beside Travis. "Taylor, I'm going to show you a breathing method that helps our players cope with high levels of stress, circumstances involving pressure. We refer to it as box breathing." Travis Kelce sat with Taylor Swift for the next 10 minutes, holding her hands and breathing with her as the game clock approached kickoff and thousands of spectators roared. "Hold for 4, in for 4 counts. Going out for 4, hold for 4. Repeatedly until her color returned to normal and her heart rate decreased. "Better?" Travis inquired, looking for any indication of lingering distress on her face. Taylor nodded, her eyes welling up with tears. However, they were no longer panicked tears. They were tears of a whole different thing. "I'm going to force you to be late for the most significant game of the year, Travis." Travis cupped her face in his hands and muttered, "Taylor, let me make one thing very clear. The most significant thing in my life is you. Making sure you're okay comes before this game, this season, or this career. Can you comprehend me?" There was silence throughout the suite. Donna Kelce's eyes were wet. Brittany was looking at Travis as if this was the first time she had ever seen it. The security officers appeared to be moved by what they were seeing as well. "However, your pre-game ritual," Taylor made a feeble protest. "Those 30 minutes are always necessary to get into the zone." Travis grinned. That self-assured smile that made her heart skip a beat at first. "Making sure the woman I love feels supported and protected has become my new pre-game ritual. The rest is just a detail. Hold on, it gets even more amazing." After that, Travis accomplished something that would go down in Chiefs organization legends. To give them some solitude, he asked everyone, aside from Taylor, to leave the suite for a time. When they were by themselves, he sat next to her on the couch and drew her in. "Speak to me. What's actually happening? There is more to this than just the cameras or the pressure this evening." Taylor inhaled nervously. "I've never cared for someone so much that my presence may have an impact on their job. In each of my previous relationships, I had everything to lose. However, I'm afraid that with you, my nervousness, my problems, you're going to lose something significant because of my baggage. Do you want to know how much something significant would cost me?" Travis tilted her chin up and asked. She looked at him, feigning to be someone she's not in order to improve her football skills. "Leaving the best thing behind and picking a game over the person I love, it's complicated, therefore I've never experienced that." He took a moment to make sure she was paying attention. "We didn't ruin tonight, Taylor. You know what? You helped me realize what my true priorities are. Instead of making me a bad player, that makes me a better one." "Oh," she said, with genuine interest. Travis answered, "Because I now understand what I'm really playing for. I play for more than just the team, a championship, or even my own stats. I'm playing for the opportunity to spend the rest of my life with you. I'm performing to demonstrate that you can rely on me in times of need. Frightening. I'm playing because each touchdown I score is an expression of my gratitude for your presence." For a considerable amount of time, Taylor gazed at him, taking in words she had never heard before. "Is that what you mean?" "That's what I truly mean," Travis verified. "And you must promise me something." "What?" "Make a commitment to notify me right away the next time you feel overburdened, afraid, or incapable of handling anything. Avoid waiting until a crisis arises. Avoid attempting to safeguard myself, my profession, or anything else. Tell me and I'll see how I can help. Deal." As she nodded, Taylor sensed a change in her chest. Instead of encouraging her to shrink so they could be larger, she was being asked to rely on them for the first time in her life. "Agree," she muttered. Travis gave her a gentle forehead kiss. "Excellent. Are you prepared to witness my greatest game to date? It will be your best game, but why? You're going to be up here safe and supported and cheering for me. And I'm going to know that no matter what," Taylor said, trying to keep a grin on her face. "I've already earned the most significant prize in this game." In fact, the ensuing game would rank among Travis Kelce's most memorable games. He helped the Chiefs defeat the Buffalo Bills 27-24 by catching 8 catches for 96 yards and 2 scores. However, the actual 45 minutes prior to the start, victory had taken place in the suite. Travis looked up at the suite where Taylor was clapping and blowing him kisses as he celebrated with his teammates on the field after the victory. She appeared glowing, content, and totally relaxed. The prior anxiety and terror had been replaced by something far more potent. The comfort of knowing that even on the most important evenings of his career, he would put her first. This particular detail, however, will make your heart melt. Travis contacted Dr. Burkholder the next day and requested that he teach him further anxiety reduction strategies. Not for himself, but so he could support Taylor in the event that she experienced another panic attack and there wasn't prompt access to medical assistance. "I want to be ready," Travis told the physician. "I want to be someone she can always rely on. What's taking place?" Because he was so impressed, Dr. Burkholder decided to give Travis a full course on anxiety support strategies. In his 20 years with the team, no player had ever asked for anything like that. A few weeks after learning about this, she sobbed for 20 minutes in a row after that. Tears of recognition, not sorrow, acknowledging that she had finally met someone who loved her enough to be able to support her with the aspects of herself that she had always felt the most ashamed of. Do you understand what this means? As they sat there that evening, she informed Travis in his living room. She responded, "What it means I can stop trying to be perfect for you," in a relieved tone. "It means I can just be me, anxiety and all, and trust that you'll still be here." Travis drew her in. "I fell in love with you, Taylor, not some ideal a different you. I don't find your anxiety frightening. My feelings for you remain unchanged despite your panic attacks. I would only be afraid if you felt compelled to conceal aspects of yourself from me." That evening, for the first time in her whole relationship history, instead of merely Travis Kelce's name, Taylor Swift kept his contact information on her phone as a secure spot for me. However, one more event occurred that would permanently alter their relationship. Taylor got an unexpected package at her Nashville home 3 days after the game. There was a specially manufactured leather inside. A handwritten letter from Travis is inscribed on the cover, along with a journal for the days when breathing gets difficult. "I am aware that you write." The letter was read, and I am aware that sometimes writing is a more effective way to handle information than speaking. This notebook is for ideas that are too huge or frightening to express aloud. When you're ready, we can discuss them once you've written them down. Or it's also acceptable if you're never prepared. Please know that you may always talk to me about anything you don't feel comfortable sharing with anyone else. He had written, "Your courage in facing your anxiety every day inspires me, but it doesn't define you." Inside the front cover, "I'm learning that loving you means loving all of you, even the parts you're still learning to love about yourself," Travis remarked simply when Taylor contacted him, crying with thanks. One of Taylor's most cherished items would be that journal, a material reminder that she had discovered someone who not only understood her difficulties, but he prepared himself to help her through them. 6 months later, she would inform the audience that the best love stories don't include two ideal people meeting each other when she dedicated a song to him on her Eras tour. The song was about finding someone who maintains composure when you're falling apart. They are about two flawed individuals choosing to accept their flaws, collectively. How do you feel with Travis picking Taylor over the season's most important game? Have you ever had someone prioritize your needs over their most important moment as a sign of their love for you? Large-scale public displays aren't always the most romantic gestures. There are quiet times when someone shows up, show they care more about your welfare than their own prosperity. Here's something that will chill you to the bone. In case Taylor ever needs his assistance breathing again, Travis keeps a little card with anxiety support techniques printed on it in his wallet. Because sometimes extravagant speeches and pricey presents aren't necessary for love. Occasionally, being ready to support the person you care about at their most trying times is what love is all about. Please hit the like button and share a tale about a time when someone helped you when you needed them most in the comments section if this story resonated with you. And sign up for other undiscovered tales about your favorite stars. Because the quietest moments, when two people put their love above all else, may sometimes produce the most beautiful love stories.